Hi everyone, welcome to WIC channel. My name is Rifad. This week's video, I've got a bit delayed to release it, and I apologize for that. I just got caught up with stuff at work and home and to take care of, so just kind of didn't have time. I think this video is kind of perfect also to finish the week. Because it's going to be about like, is the market recovering too fast and what to do. And like, it's funny because 3 weeks ago I released a video saying like, oh, a market correction happening, what to do. And now it's going to be the opposite. And I think ending the week with what happened, it's recovering too fast, and try to help you guys and give some clarity, I would say. So before I begin, I would just want to say, hey, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up. That'll be awesome. That'll be great to kind of boost my channel and like maybe, and also get if you guys like this content, all this kind of stuff. So it'd be wonderful if you can hit the like button, and that'd be awesome. So about the market that's recovering too fast, which I think it's a worrisome, yeah. So I will cover that topic because I will go through the charts. Like I will just go through like the index charts and compare it a bit to 2008, because I think that's a famous thing people are doing right now, is comparing 2008. And which my personal opinion, don't think it is like that, because it's not comparing apples with apples, I would say. And it's 2008 crash was completely different from right now what we are having. So I would just show those charts and a couple of stocks I want to kind of show, and maybe get a better understanding and show you guys that clarity, I would say. And finishing off, maybe give my opinion and like going a bit more in terms of like why I don't see it like 2008, I would say, and like, is it recovering, and hey, give some clarity. So yeah, let's jump into it. So let me just switch the view. Here we go. So you guys see here right now, I got the S&P 500 chart. It's a 500 chart. People are saying, oh, the other famous thing is a V-shaped recovery, but I would say when it dropped back in 2009, it did have almost like a V-shaped recovery. And like, if people are like, oh yeah, it's recovering, like, oh, it's like V is gonna go down again. Like, yeah, it's gonna go up and down, but after it's gonna start going back up, pretty much the same thing, until it doesn't beat its all-time highs and like go over that. Maybe that could be concerning. So you see, it did have, and it recovers fast, because market always counts in. Like, market is always ahead of pretty much the news. Like, it takes into account potential news 6 months ahead and a year ahead even. So that's kind of my point. So yeah, it recovered here. So as you see here, drop and went back up. So same thing can happen here. You see the same concept here in the Dow, and after then you have the Nasdaq also drop and went up pretty fast. Yes, they go back to its all-time highs. It took at least a year, I would say, but still, it had a good recovery. In a span of 3 months. Same, pretty much, you kind of get an idea, right? And the TSX, same thing. It went up, went down like to 8,000 and went back to almost 2,000 in roughly 3 months. So give an idea, right? And so now I'm gonna go into stock. So you guys can see that it goes down fast, but it comes back up, and it gave 3 months, and now it's pretty much the same thing, but it's not. It just went up like by 1,000 points. Same here, 1,000 points. So it recovers, yeah, but I mean, the market always takes into account future gains. That's always a game. Market has the stock price or anything that's into account is always like 3 months, even to 6 months to a year already taken into account. That kind of get the better idea, right? And so kind of give you an idea is now I got a stock, Microsoft. Is a stock I do not own, but I would say, is Microsoft, the problem that Microsoft is facing right now is the same as 2008? No. Microsoft is making money right now. Maybe they want to make as much, but honestly, like, after all this is gone, the whole concept is going to change. How people are going to do business is going to change, and Microsoft is going to be there. And Microsoft is going to maybe not earn as much this year, but like next year it'll be next. It's like past news, So I think they're going to be here. So it's like, the problem is not making money. 2008 was the problem. 2008 was, are they going to make money? They are making money. People are moving stuff to the cloud, using Teams, using their products, and they are going to be here even like next year. Like, so I think that's my point. Like, take to Activision Blizzard is a stock I do own. they didn't get hit as hard in this small correction. Correction, this downturn, I would say. And they are not, because people are more playing games. People are gonna buy their loot boxes in Overwatch and all that games like World of Warcraft. People are gonna be more on games. So are they making money? Yes. Back in 2008 was they are not gonna make money because it was a completely financial meltdown. There's a different thing. I bought IBM, so to give another topic, IBM, if you compare it to like what it was like 10 years ago, it's not the same business. They're here, they're moving to stuff like cloud, they're going to be in the consulting services and infrastructure, so they're going to be here. Same goes to Amazon. Amazon is going to be here. Amazon, they're selling more than ever. They're still delivering. They're still having their warehouses open. They're fixing their stuff. Are the revenues of these companies going to be hit? More than certain. But the question is, when you say is when you're as an investor, you're always seeing a year, 2 years ahead, 3 years ahead, and no wonder these kind of stocks moved up, because they're kind of safe haven. Like Amazon got hit a bit, but and Microsoft the same thing, but they didn't get hit as much as certain other businesses like restaurants, oils, and everything. They got hit harder, and people are not funneling money there. So where they're going to funnel their money? They're going to funnel in businesses that are going to be here and going to be relevant next year or even 6 months, so they don't move because they're still making money. So it's a kind of brief idea. So this is gonna a quick chart. I didn't want to go much in details, and maybe now I can finish out with my opinion, I would say. Switch the view. Okay, so I didn't want to go much. Like I show the chart. I'm gonna show I'm like a trader and stuff like that. I'm an investor to show the relevancy, because I think people are trying to time the market, saying, oh, this is going to be another downturn, so I'm going to like wait. I mean, yes, you can wait. That's a potential, because I foresee there is going to be a potential, another correction or another kind of downturn coming, because the earnings are going to not be as great. So because of that, it's going to have a downturn, and that's more than certain. And that is like maybe like end of April is the earnings season starts. So it's going to be very interesting there. But if not, overall, like you cannot compare 2008. 2008 was a global financial meltdown, because if the whole financial system fell, like money will no longer flow, stocks will, like, it was huge. It was a huge problem, bigger problem than this, right? Because still this kind of correction is, you got to choose the business that is going to be able to thrive through this and make money still. That's the way you see, see Amazon is going to still make money out of this. They're going to make maybe as much, but they're still going to make money. And same as Microsoft, same as IBM and Activision Blizzard, and they have funds also to kind of support and hold this kind of correction. So you cannot compare. But like, oh yeah, they have the same type of charts, but it was a global meltdown. It's not the same. But I would not say go and invest in oil. That's like, I would recommend, even if they're good dividend, they're cheap, I would not be putting there, Same goes to travel industry, to what you call, maybe restaurants, stuff like that. I would just stay away, because they are not going to be one of the first to recover out of this. The first to recover is mostly going to be like companies that were able to pass through this, and there's a need for them. And right now there's a need for these kind of companies. So it's a different, you just got to choose where you put. And is there going to be another, is it too fast? I would say yes. I would, in a certain way, I would say it is fast. It recovered a bit fast than usual. But at the point to say like, oh, it's not a good time to buy in, no, I would just say stick to the stocks you do own. Maybe see what you do, and maybe if you want to invest in a company, just try to see, like, is it a good entry point? That's always I kind of say, my point is that a good entry point? If it's not, then maybe wait, because I think there's going to be another downturn, possibly to kind of bring it down, but it won't be as bad as like March or stuff like that. I think the market is going to mostly go down, then it's going to start coming back up, and going to start to kind of stabilize from that and have volatilities up and down. That's for sure. But it's going to be overall, like, a certain level is going to be reached, because market always takes into account 3 months, 6 months, a year. The price takes into account, because they know, like, Microsoft is going to be here next year, going to make X amount of money, and like they're going to make this, and it's already stock prices taken into account. So that's kind of where you got to play with. So I would say yes. Maybe a couple of things I would say is what I am doing also is holding to a certain amount of cash always to kind of well position yourself to a potential buy into a company, and look into companies and create yourself like, you know, a good entry point. See, this is, I see this guy valued at this much, and this is this much, and I'm ready to wait, and pick a couple of stocks and hold and kind of a specific watch list, and then jump into them if they come affordable, because I think there's going to be another small window of area that's going to open up. Maybe not for companies like Microsoft and as much as what was happening end of March for my companies like Microsoft and Amazon, but other certain companies that can open up the window, I would say. So yeah, I'm going on longer than I planned for this video. Sorry, but yeah, I just want to kind of give clarity and maybe reassure. I hope I was able to kind of give a bit of like clarity and like guidance through this kind of situation that we're facing, because it's not seen and like we don't know what to do. And I just want to make sure like you guys okay, and like, you know, investing properly, choosing the right stocks and stuff like that, and planning, I would say. But yeah, so thank you very much for watching. So if you did like the content, hit the thumbs up. Like I said, it'll be awesome. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. That'll be great also. So thank you very much for watching, and have yourself a wonderful day. Whoosh.